So while you can pick up that elbow lever pretty quickly, you still have to correctly train for it, progress through the variations and program it correctly. So I'll explain everything you need to know. The very first thing I recommend you trying to learn is the frog pose. And what that's gonna do is also teach the mechanics of the elbow lever. With that elbow lever, I'm sure most of you know this, but you find that hip bone, we call it the ASIS, just that hip bone at the top of your leg, and go on the inside of that. And it should feel relatively uncomfortable at the start, but you get conditioned to it pretty quickly. Waste the load there, and then I want you to also angle your hands out to the side. You're gonna be a little bit stronger in that position. And then from there, keep leaning forward and try and lift your legs off the ground there. And that's the frog stand. If you can hold that position, what I want you to try and focus on is now doing a bit more of a straddle. So get into that frog and see if you can continue to lean your body forward as your legs move into a straddle. And if you watch me from the side, you'll see my elbow position here actually shifts forward. So in a frog stand, they're here. Then I have to shift my elbows forward to get into that straddle, and even more to get into that full elbow lever. So progress with the frog stand, slowly lengthen the legs out until you may be able to get a bit of a straddle. If it looks a bit ugly at first, that's fine. Keep leaning the elbows forward to then get into an elbow lever. However, in terms of the progressions, you have to make sure that you're progressing through that 3-4 times a week. Training it at the start of your session if you're fresh, if you really want to prioritize it. Over time, I promise you'll build up to that elbow lever very quickly. There are a few other variations we can do. We can come off a higher platform here and learn to easily get into the elbow lever from a bit of a height. And what that does, it allows us to slowly lift our legs up that little bit higher into that full elbow lever. And you can do the same thing if you're struggling with a straddle position. You can start a little bit further forward, straddle the legs out, and get high into that. Just focus on really strengthening the core, squeezing your glutes, and as I said, training it nice and frequently. If that helped, chuck us a follow for more. Let me know in the comment, and good luck on the journey.